Plate, flat surface upon which things come to rest. Center, plain. Plate, container, vessel, almost always made from clay, upon which things are served and from which food is eaten. Plate, dish, combination of foods, agricultural manual, treatise on anthropology. The plate that the traveller has before him is a map. The map maker is the cook. And the plate is a fragment of volcanic rock. It is rough to the touch. A plate, a system of signs. It represents a region, the way places are distributed, the distances that separate them from the roads that connect them, the physical and mental processes that unite the ingredients of the dish. The edge of a plate is the border of a region. The tongue of the traveller must learn the tongue in which the plate is written. Ashen volcanoes. These are the first words that the traveller must learn. The ground upon which he walks came forth from the mouths of volcanoes. The mountains that he can see are in fact ancient volcanoes. If the traveller continued to rub that rock between his fingers for 1,000,000 years, he might succeed in producing a few grams of the soil of Campania. Of course, he would have to add sand, clay, fragments of limestone, and organic matter. But it is the volcanoes which characterize these lands, along with the water. It disappears down the throat of the traveller with the same urgency with which it descends from the beechwoods on Mount Taburno, then flows into the architecture of the Carolina Aqueduct, and from it into the Reggia di Caserta Park, where it takes on a form of a waterfall or a fountain. The leaves of the chicory would not be so green without the potassium of the volcanoes and the spring water. The traveller can lie down. The traveller can lie down on the ground and roll in the chicory. It grows naturally in the Terra di Lavoro. It is up to the cook to draw the outline of it with his hands. Experiencing and chewing, the traveller discovers that it is not sour but wonderfully bitter, and he will also notice, despite the fact that it has been cooked, that the piece of buffalo muscle next to the chicory just moved. The omnivore's mouth of the traveller can already form a diphthong. That piece of meat retains the memory of when the body to which it belonged chewed forage like this between its molars. Ruminating among females heavy with milk. The hand of the cook does not slice, but transfers the whole globe of snow-white cheese onto the plate. Buffaloes. Buffaloes come to the traveller's mind in the same way that they used to come to the marshes near the Dalmazia coast between Castelvolturno and Aversa. Over there, where they now grow wheat on the reclaimed land. The Durham wheat from which the farmer's bread is made, the rustic and honest son of generations of mother yeast and ancient wood-burning ovens. All that the cook has to do is cut the loaves so that they will fit onto the plate. The image of bread. The image of bread conjures up images of wheat fields. Imagining those fields of wheat, the traveller can smell the sea. In fact, the sea is right there, just beyond the dunes, and glitters with anchovies to sprinkle with oregano and breadcrumbs. The cook cannot help but follow the Tyrrhenian coast, between the mouths of the Volturno and the Garigliano rivers, and make a riotous noise like a beater. Until now, the traveller has imagined an almost African landscape, wheat, buffaloes and blue fish. He needs now to see the north and east, the dark grey skin and thin legs of the black Caserta pig. His exuberant fatness might taste of chestnuts. If the cook ordered his pork by phone, never having touched it when it was alive, he would be unable to communicate the complexity of this beast. Or of this sheep, the Laticauda sheep of Matese, the African Apennine, as provident as a camel and as lean as an ostrich. It can raise shepherds as well as cooks. Towards the northern border of the plate are the chestnut woods of the volcano of Roccamonfina. There is little limestone in the earth here, and the trees produce large chestnuts, large, dark-skinned and striped. Easy to photograph. The traveller learns quickly. His tongue is tasting the tongue of this earth, and by now he is able to read the map traced by the cook. The chickling seeds that roll in the hands will end up boiled. Now the traveller can easily say that the chickling does not grow on the palms.